And Twitch is live. Howdy, folks. Welcome to the stream. Let's give a few minutes for
Excuse me while I patch myself up.
the people who need to see this loads in. It's my little cousin. I'll call him. I want to text him. I'm live and unstable. I dig it.
Oh.
All right. Come on in. Welcome in. Welcome. We are building a PC today for a guy going to high school. This little guy,
Hey, you go open the door, James.
he needs a PC.
Oh, you came in the same way I did.
Yeah.
So, due to the prices and how expensive everything is, we are going to have to cut some costs at some places. And I will go over the parts and you'll tell you guys what's going on. This PC is also possible to be a Steam machine, as we're going all AMD. So we could possibly make a Steam machine. We could, do Steam OS on it, or Bazite. But it's gonna be a Windows PC because he may use it for schoolwork and stuff like that too. Alrighty, starting off. Let's start off with the most interesting stuff: the fans. I got one reverse plate Antec and three regular Antec fans. We've got the star of the show, the Ryzen 7600 X3D. Let me just take it out of the box. This was removed from my previous build, and I replaced from this build over here. It was removed from this build. I put a 9600X in this. I'm gonna give him the gaming one because I don't really game with this. It's more of a multimedia PC. It's probably gonna end up in the living room, to be honest. We got 32 gigabytes, 32 gigabytes of these DDR5.
Oh, this box is all out of whack.
We got this Asus TUF B850M plus Wi-Fi. We're gonna go micro ATX in this build. His cooler is gonna be this pretty cool cooler. There's some cool features in it that I can't wait to try it out. It's air cooler by Arctic Freezer 36 Black. Can't wait to try this. And then for the PSU,
I guess, but I don't have the paper
we
for
got
it
the
anymore.
Montech Century 2.
I don't know where it
gold.
went.
This is a A tier on the SPL list, so that's good. And then for the GPU,
did we already walk this?
We got an open box special from Micro Center. Really, this was the cheapest modern GPU that they had. They had a bunch of refurbs and all sorts of other stuff, but I wasn't gonna get them a 3080 Ti or anything like that. Way too much power for an M2 ATX build. So we got him the Power Color Reaper, 16 gigabyte 9060 XT. It's a really small graphics card, but you don't ever hear about Power Color's fans failing and stuff like that, so there's really nothing that could go wrong. It's pretty low power, and I think that this cooling solution is perfect for it, so there should be no issues there. And it's not using any crazy goop or anything like that, so you don't have to worry about any
What?
like, leakage or anything like if you use a Gigabyte card. So it's good stuff. But one thing I did notice, and I just noticed, is that this sticker is off. It's not fully centered. If it does affect the balance, I'll peel off the sticker. And I'll put like one of those Asus Tough stickers there. Alrighty, so let's start with prepping the motherboard.
Get out of here, bitch.
Let's get the extra stuff off the desk. Oh, I didn't even say what the case is. Let's get to the case first. Before I prep the motherboard, we got the H3 Flow.
Where's that music
MHDX
coming
case.
from? Break that shit.
So it's a slightly smaller case than like the H5 that I built in last time for my my nephew. So it's gonna be pretty nice.
Hey James, can I ask you a silly question?
Sure.
You're supposed to be doctors, right? Who smokes in their break room, dog? That's crazy.
Who smokes in there? What?
I'm just unboxing the case, so I don't have to deal with that later.
556, James?
No, I'm good. I appreciate it though.
Using
Styrofoam just broke.
A shotgun.
Okay. I will take 556 then for now. Seems like there's somebody outside. They want to be let in. Come in, motherfucker.
I'm gonna build pretty dope PC, I think. I'm gonna do my best to cable manage this thing. Nice and neat. Wow, this case is pretty small. It's not a ITX small, but compared to a regular. Can I even fit this in frame? Let's see. I think I could. Wow. Yeah, I can fit it in frame. That's how small it is.
You went outside, Jerry?
Yeah, I just saw a truck that I wasn't looted.
So let's get this motherboard out. Steal my info, guys. What do we have here? We have Wi-Fi antenna. And here is W. Oh wait, we also got stickers. Did we get any fan stickers? No, we didn't get any fan stickers, but we got some Asus Tough stickers. You could put that on his computer if he wishes to.
Oh, this is where I was stuck at, I think. Yeah.
Saw something about how to use that. These are standoff. May or may not have to use that. But,
already happening.
so I'll be using, a lot of people when they're building is they take the motherboard and they put it on top of the box. But I have this beautiful, just make sure I don't get stabbed when I put my hand back here to grab this. I have this beautiful cut-proof mat here that I will put it on top. It's spongy and has give to it, so shouldn't damage anything. Alright, and the first thing we're going to do is seat our... That's a nice motherboard. This is the quick release whole lever right here. It's a mechanical one with a spring in it. It's pretty cool. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to put our processor in there. 7600 X3D. Perfect low power 6-core processor. So it's going to run cool. Didn't need to get an AIO for this. Well, I'm just going to throw it. A little wiggle. Let me close this bad boy up. save this just in case you have to RMA your board. Next thing is we're going to add the memory, and we're just going to check here. DIM A1, DIM A2, DIM B1, DIM B2. So usually on these motherboards you use slot 2 and 3, but I'm thinking this thing is saying 2 and 4. I'm thinking that this thing is saying to use A1 and B1. Oh no, it says if you're running single dual channel, not double dual channel. Let's use A2 and B2. So let's put that up backwards. It's only going one way. Nice click. Nice click. Alright, that's cool right there. Next thing we're going to do is the SSD. Now, I have to remove the SSD. I'm just going to make sure all the files from it copied. It did. I'm going to delete everything off of this SSD right now. It's cleared. And here we have the SSD. So I put the SSD inside of this holder right here. We can take that out. And we're going to utilize it for this build. SSD prices are crazy. RAM prices are crazy, so gotta recycle and reuse.
Mission into the window. Ah! Close that back. Upstairs?
Do you see the red and yellow marks?
We're red and yellow marks.
We have the crucial P3 Plus right here.
So go to your options real quick
Who's calling
and
me?
look for the UI setting to turn on
It says default.
Hey Chris, what's up?
full UI. Yeah, do full UI.
You hearing what?
Full UI.
Okay, hold on one second. Do you hear him now? You shouldn't. Okay, cool. All right. I mean, you could. Yeah, whatever. Alrighty. Yeah, apparently they could hear you guys. Whoops. I didn't take it off. But actually, I want to use this for a different. Right? Bam would have been talking so much crap. I'm going to use that for my Seagate, my Beskar. You didn't, but he heard cursing. I was like, oh, let me just my little cousin. Do you, James? All right, cool. I'll use this bad boy for now. And I don't need to have this piece, so I gotta put this in a bag and put this somewhere. And we're just gonna put it in there so we don't lose it. But yeah, that's pretty cool. That Beskar SSD. Let's go. Alrighty. So let's open this bad boy up now. We're gonna I wonder if we have to open all 4 to get to the SSD slot. Or if it's just 2. Nope, it's all 4. Alrighty, so we take this off. And one thing I learned I didn't know was that these pieces right here that come with the motherboard, you can put them here. And what this does is it stops the SSD from bending when you screw down the cover. And we're going to take off that. There's another M.2 slot here, and then there's a third M.2 slot down here. It's pretty cool. Yeah, this is interesting. There's like no hook. There you go. There's no hook for this thing. Like when I built with the MSI and the Gigabyte boards, there was like a hook so these things line up. All right, nice and tight. So we got our main. Oof, this thing is stabby. Our main setup here. Now if we look in there, we can see the SSD is not bending. It's straight. See it? Straight. That little brown board. So that's cool. So all that pressure is going nice and evenly on there. But without it, it would bend. Alright, so we're going to have to put this to the side now. And get the... Oh, actually, whoa, forgot one major thing. Let's put on the... attachment part right here for the cooler. The brackets for the cooler. I mean, I guess you could save you could save all these parts. Well, you should save all these parts as well, because you're gonna RMA your board, or if you want to sell your board, you want to have all the original stuff. Let me open up this box here. Here's the cooler. Fans for the coolers. And on one of these sides, should have some brackets. Whoops. Alright. So let's see. This does not look like our processor, does it? This is a contact frame for Intel chips. I'm guessing that this is The AIO parts. I mean, the AIO, the AMD parts. Okay, so we got a little tube of MX6. Kind of cool. We got a whole tube. We got the bracket parts here. And we have the key for installation. Now, there's an online manual. So there's no manual in here. So what you got to do is you got to scan the QR code. Open in Chrome. Okie dokie. So these, they just go on like this. That's it. Easy enough. Don't know what that's for. That's weird. Why does it have all that movement? Bandages. I don't think this is for this. I think that's for those. I think this uses the original screws. Yep. Fit perfect. The original screws. Back. Might as well mount the cooler. Those are AIO. You'd wait a little bit before you do it. But the cooler, you can mount that on and have a handle to hold the motherboard. And we could do some test fitting. So it's good that we could just put that on. So cooler parts. These things go back. I guess just go in here with this. The cooler parts in the cooler box. Motherboard parts in the motherboard box. Keep it organized. So we got 8 heat pipes with this one. Get this cardboard out. Put this in here. All right. Well, 4 heat pipes, but it's split between 8. Okay, so we want this to face upright like this. Just don't ever forget. Remove that. Let's paste the board. I don't know. I don't like this stuff. Alright, that might be overkill, but whatever. Guess I could spread it. Let me get my spreader. So I usually like MX4, but I never really used MX6, so I'm gonna try it out. It's a lot different than the MX4. It's a little drier and there's a metallic look to it. I don't know. Look at this thing. It just scrapes off like that. I think this is no good. I think this little tuba MX whatever 6 is no good. Look at how it just scrapes off. All right, let's get that out of here. Let's use our MX4. I don't know if that's the consistency that it's supposed to be. But yeah, man, I don't like that. So let's get the MX4 in here that we know is good. Hit it with the old cross. Splat it on there. Let me take this off. Never forget to take this off. You'll get no good thermals. Line up these holes. And then the one good thing about this screwdriver is that it can extend. So now we can screw it from up here. Gonna do a little bit on each side. Whoop. All right, that means we're fully seated. It's not turning anymore. The springs are fully compressed. All right. Take this off. Beautiful. Matte black. That's beautiful. It's going to match the case so good. All right, and then fans on here. But the cool thing about this one is that the fans have these screws in it, right? And unlike a traditional air cooler, right? All we have to do, we're going to run these wires, we're going to run it underneath there, daisy chain underneath, I guess. Back there. Okay, all we got to do is just line them up and press them in. Like that. And the fans install. This, line it up, and you just press it in. And bow. Installed. Coolest thing I've ever seen in freaking crazy. Crazy. It was not the biggest thing, but it's an interesting thing. Alright, let me just turn this around. And we're gonna see where our CPU header is. It says AIO pump. CPU optional, CPU fan. It's right here. Kind of far, but it's here. Right. So let's get this. Right here, CPU fan. That, and then this one. Come this way. Daisy chain in here. That. And then we're just going to take this and we're going to wrap it up. And tuck it underneath the cooler. Just push the wires down like this. Just so it's out of the way. And voila. Nice little neat run of the wires right there. There you go. Just get all those tucked in there. Cool. All right, let's put this to the side. Let's get the case prepped. Mobile out of the way. We get the mobile box out of the way. We got the cooler box out of the way. CPU box out of the way. Back next four in the drawer where it belongs. I'm gonna throw this away before I get any thermal paste on anything. That shit always happens. I'll leave it on the desk. My mat gets freaking thermal paste on it. Right. Let's make some room. Standing up portion of this. Can make plenty of room. Let's go in the garbage. So I got thermal paste up here. Keep all the boxes. Alrighty, let's get this case up on here. This thing is 20. I didn't expect it to be so small. I thought it was going to be a little bit bigger, but this is cool. Alright. What do we got here? Open up there, take off the back panel. could also take off this dust shield up top. The magnetic dust shield is pretty cool. Dust filter. Let's go over here now. It's a pretty light case. I didn't think it was gonna be this light. It's crazy. It's light and small. It's not like low quality. It's definitely not the highest, but it's not low quality. All right, let's see. There's a good bit of areas that you can tie down to and route cables. Some already occupied, like right here. Just tie down for these. That. Let's leave it there for now. When it's time to do, oh nice, there's a protector on this. When it's time to do wire management. Oh nice, I love when the front panel is on one freaking connector. It's back in the basement. Flip her around. Let's get the Mobo in. Actually, let's get some. Should we get the fans in? Gotta see what's in here. Probably get the screws for the fans and stuff. Yep. Mobo screws, fan screws. It's got additional takeoffs. Do I need to install any of these takeoffs? Actually, let's take out the front panel too. Can we just pop it out? Yeah, we can. Just pop it out like that. Got all the panels off. Some nice, good space to build in. Nice open space. All right. You want to put this fan that I'm going to put down here first. So I got this Antec reverse blade fan. I'm going to put that to the front here. So let me stand this up. Actually, should I put that first? Should I put the Mobo first? Let's see. No, it won't affect the Mobo. So yeah, I can put that first. I just dropped my bits all over the floor. That's great. I'm gonna get my electric screwdriver now. The one I use for all this kind of stuff. Let's get the electric screwdriver. Alrighty, what kind of screw am I gonna need? I'm gonna assume it's one of these. Nice, caught it. see what I'm doing down there. Down here. Screwing this in. Oh man. Alrighty. Let's make sure she spins. Nice and smooth. Cool. It spins nice too. Alright. Alright, now we get the motherboard in, then we'll put the two fans up here, and then we'll put the two in the well, we can put the two in the front right now. We're just gonna put one in the back actually. One back here. Let's see where are the screws for the fans. There they are. 8 of these. And now how many 4 later. So when I'm screwing in fans, I don't like to use the electric screwdriver. Like when you're screwing into the actual plastic in the fan. So I brought my snap-on screwdriver. So we can just use hand. We can just hand tighten it so we don't strip them out. Just trying to run the screw down, not strip it out. So let's turn this. Look at this. So you guys can take a look and see. Take a look, see here. Okay. Take one of the fans. Down here. So this case takes 240 or 120 or 140 fans. Turnage in here. So it can handle the weight. If it's an AIO, you would definitely not let go of it like I just did. It's just a fan by itself. AIO, no, no. A little bit. Ooh. Spin there. And we're not cranking these down, we're just turning them till they stop. Actually spinning them backwards. That's the correct way. Alright. Now it's time to install the Mobo. Towards the bottom here. Just for now. We're going to open up the power supply just now, and we're going to pre-run the wires for the power supply before we install the power supply. One thing you want to do is take off the sticker on the back here before you install it. Oops. Somewhere. Yep, there is a freaking problem right here. There you go. That's perfect right there. No wonder. The little wire was blocking it, but it's fine. It's good now. Alright, let's get this screwed in. Motherboard screws. They're always going to be a finer thread. I'm not sure which one it is. Is it M3 or is it screw number 6? So what we're going to do is we're going to take a quick So this is a 632 thread. This is the M3 thread. I'm not sure what that is, so I'm going to try the M3 one first because it's a finer thread. And it'll know for a fact if it's not screwed in properly right away. But this does seem kind of small. I don't know, that seems small for a motherboard screw. Just tightened. Okay. You know, for fools and giggles. Let's try. One of these fixed. Well, 632s are chunky. Where's this? Here it is. Okay, cool. The manual. The manual. Just want to refer to it so I know which. Okay, we got. Right on. So it is the 632 5mm screw, not the M3, because this is actually the M3 screw right here. This is for installing the SSDs. and hard drives. That looks a lot better. And again, we're not tightening it down fully. Whoops. Well, looks like the magneticness of my screwdriver is failing, so let's just re-up it with our magnetizer. All you do is put it in, and pull. That's it. And now we have a strong magnet again. Now we got all the screws in, we can give them all a little tighten, half turn. That's it. Alright. Now let's install the GPU. No. Oof. I messed up. Before we install GPU, I didn't mess up yet. Let's install the front panel connectors, the I/O connectors, because that's going to be a pain in the butt later. So the good thing about this case is it has this big open slot right here. Big open slots down there on the bottom that we could just feed the cables up into and just install it from there. Now, one thing I didn't look up, what I'm going to have to look up is how much amperage each one of the fan cables could take, each one of the fan headers could take. And I will daisy chain these fans appropriately because I have a bunch of daisy chain from all the Noctua fans that I bought. So, let's see here. We've got USB-C, front panel USB-C. We've got USB 3.0. And we have front panel connector. There is no audio, which is fine. So everything's going to be in this front corner over here. Let's get these cables up in there. And let's make sure that this fan cable is not going over them, but under, because they will be pulled back. It's feeding the cable through. Just organize the cable from the beginning. Right. Oh, USB-C is not down. Okay. USB 3 is right here. And another USB 3 right there. Oh, there's multiple. Okay, so USBs don't gotta come down here. Front panel connector is right here on the right hand side, all the way on the right. Well, so front panel's connected all the way on the bottom right there. USB-C connected. USB 3.0 connected. And now we can pull these back. Pull back the excess. Probably wrap it up like that. Right. Keep these low like this. We'll adjust that later. Fan cables, good. We're not. I/O is here. All right, that's good. 4 fan cables here, and one more. We'll go up here. Let's get this one fan installed. Oh no, let's get the power cables clear. We'll install the fan before we can't get to anything. Now the Montech Sentry is pretty good power supply. Ranks really high on the cultist list, on the FPL lists. I use this in a build for my nephew. It's a great build. So there's a 24-volt power. Here is one of the CPU. The other CPU. And luckily for us, this one only needs one PCIe. For this GPU. The rest of the cables stay in here. There is a 12-volt high power cable here, 450 watts. So you could use it for like a 50, 70, maybe a 50. 5070, maybe a 5070 Ti. Okay. So 24 pin, which is 20 pin plus 4. We're gonna run it in from the back here. It's gonna loop. Press back in. There you go. nice, satisfying connection. And then these CPU cables. I need 2. So we're gonna run straight from in here. We're gonna run it to the top here. Side. Just make sure that this is facing the correct direction. I have to flip this, flip it. Yep. And we're gonna plug in the far closest one to the corner first. Now, it might have been easier to attach these before installing the board. I just can't get the angle because how close it is to the corner. There it is. Yeah. Nice connection. And then this loop is like so. Now the other CPU cable is a little more difficult now because this other cable is here. What we're gonna do is we're gonna send this in reverse again. Let's get it over to the other side. Take the weight off while we put it in. Now I'm gonna put my loop in ahead of time. So I'm gonna put my loop in ahead of time. I'm not pulling on this side, pulling from this side. Get my loop together. And this one is just going to like this. And then press it in. Nice solid connection there. Just make sure it's all hooked in. Perfect. And then just this loop right in here. And then now we got our 2 loops. Are all wired up. All we got to do is install the PSU. So let's flip her around. Lay her down. This is why I like the Montech. The Montech just looks so good. It has great rating and it looks amazing. Also pretty quiet. Actually, one of the major features is quietness. So, first, check your PCI cable. how's this gonna fit? So when this is in the computer, it's like this. And this clip is supposed to face up. So we're gonna feed it like this up. To here. Oh, I have to do this. I always do this. So I don't like how they double up these cables, but take one of these. Let's pull it tight. Get down as close as possible to connector. Twist it. Keep it somewhat neat. $16.32, 6mm. That is our PSU supply screws. So let's screw this bad boy in. Oh no. That's weird. That's weird, man. That's weird. So let's go up. So that's gonna run that. Last screw. That's interesting. You don't usually see that. Okay, I'm just gonna go right here. So back up that. This one, this one, this one. Feed it up here and just strap these to the straps right here. Access up this way. Yep. Shit, I don't really want these onto this. Wait, no. It's gotta be this way. That's the reverse fan. Alright, time to install the GPU. Alright, this is going to be powering the gaming on this system. So, we've got two screws here to loosen. Now slide that like that. And we're going to take out these top two. I think it's going to just need two. One. Two. Bent. So that up. Take it up. Huh. Take out these two. These two out. No. And we're in. Let me take these two screws back. Tighten these two screws back here. Okay. Now let's get these fans wired up. Oh wait, let's plug in this power. Just pull the excess back. So again, we're gonna put that there. We're gonna pre-bend our wire. We're not pulling from this side, we're pulling from back here. Just line them up. Just push it all the way until you click. Beautiful. This wire. Back. Now it's time to do the wire. Okay, but let me get the extensions and the splitters. I have some here. That's I got low noise adapters. I got a ton of those. 1, 2, 3 splitters. Looks like I'm out of extensions. I have one. So I have one extension. Alright, hopefully I won't need it. Let's go find all these. See, I got fan headers down here. So need light. So 2 case fan headers are down in this corner right here. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna get this in there. Loop this to the back. And then start connecting. So now let's get these. A lot of stuff going on in this corner. We're gonna want to keep everything here. underside of this. We did 4 pins here. And front. It's not front. It's bottom turn. So it's intake. Intake. And intake. These two will be daisy chained. That to this header right here. And then this one is an intake. Daisy chained right. I mean, daisy chained to those two because that's also an intake. These two are exhausts. So we're gonna get exhaust here. Oof, that's a DC. That's not good. We have this one right here. Okay. Yeah, we'll do that. All right. Let's get these guys up over here to this corner. Let's start. the best part, the wiring. No. I don't want to put that there. I'll put it over here. Maybe right here or something like that. But this needs to remain over here. This won't work. That. Not like that. Might be better. Let's try this. Make sure this takes off. Put this through. Alright. We're getting somewhere. I got the idea. Brain. Alrighty. Now, before I start clipping off and button it up 100%, let's just see if she posts. Yo, James, you see this shit? Freaking not too shabby. Came out pretty good. The the wiring is not too bad. Wasn't too hard. Plug it into this monitor over here. Here's my HDMI. Alright. Power cable in. Ooh, this had some brolic freaking zip ties and Velcro. Alright, let me get my keyboard. Before you button it up, this is the rule. Before you close that case, you gotta check it. If you don't, and a problem occurs, ooh, take it all apart again. Let's get my keyboard. My tester keyboard to test shit out. Alright, look at this screen right here. We did good. And she posts. Oh, forgot to flip on the switch. And then we got orange light, red light, green light. 1, 2, 3. Yep, green light. We got post. We got post. Wow, this cooler is really good. So when I was using those small coolers on this fan, I was getting like 45 degrees Celsius. With this thing, it's 36 now. I can't wait to see it on the load, see how it reacts. But get the handy dandy micro center flash drive in this bitch. It's awesome. Just boot it up right away. Installing Windows. Good, good. Your computer, I'm installing Windows. One step closer. Yeah, you see the blue screen on the side? That's your Windows setting up right now. She's good, yo. That fan in the back is loud, bro. Everything else, the PWM fans are quiet and nice. But yeah, man, this is the build. It looks good. Almost done. go. Windows is loading up. Setting it up right now. I'm set up with a local account. Unless the Wi-Fi is Wi-Fi drivers are on the board, because sometimes they're not. Just dumb. And oh, Ethernet is nice. Connected Ethernet. Oh, can't reach. Ooh, almost ready. Alrighty. We're up to creating a Microsoft account. So let me just wrap this up real quick. I gotta create a new email address. So actually, I'm gonna mute the microphone. Alrighty, folks. Well, Windows is up and running. That's going to be the end of the stream. I'm going to be buttoning up this computer and wrapping up from here. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.